When I was in Virginia, I was miserable. When I say miserable, like during the summertime, I was good because I'm very outdoorsy. Soon as it started to get cold, I'm like, no, I can't do that at all. I can't do it. So I remember I was praying and I was like, Lord, please, I want a life change. I want a life change. And now I see how my life has changed right before my eyes. You know, I used to take supplements for I used to take vitamin D supplements. I don't have to take no supplements now. I'm getting it naturally. Whenever I used to go out to eat back in Virginia, I'm good for ordering a Sprite or a strawberry lemonade. Out here, I don't crave them sugars. My mind don't need that dopamine hit. I'm sorry I said dopamine. My body don't need that dopamine hit. I drink water so effortlessly and it's so refreshing. Like water never tasted that good before. And I'm just so amazed how the quality of my life has improved. Even when I was back in Virginia, I'll have my wine, I'll have my herbs. I don't need none of that now. I don't need none of that. I'm good. Yeah. I remember even when my boys was little, when I just had the two boys, I was I was so in a depressive state that I needed something to put me to sleep and I needed something to wake me back up. So this journey I'm on is so personal and I deserve it so much because only I know what I've been through. Only I know what I've been through. So my son ended up my 19-year-old. He was staying with me his whole life. Of course, I raised him. When he turned a little shortly after he turned 19, his dad is Jamaican, so he said I'm about to take all the kids to Jamaica on a trip. I said cool. So my son was like, I'm gonna go to Jamaica, and I'm like, all right, bet. So he had a good time in Jamaica. After they left Jamaica, my son and dad said, you know what? I guess they was like, you can come home with me in Georgia. So my son went with him to Georgia. Then from Georgia, my son and dad work in Florida and Miami. So he took my son with him to Miami to work. So during the time where was desiring change in my life, it hit me. I said, hold up. My son is in Miami. I never had a desire to go to Miami, but I always had a desire to go to Florida. Some of my head said, ding, 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 ding. And then my son got sick. He got end up not feeling well. I said, you know what? I'm about to go be with my baby. I'm gonna go spend some time with my son because I raised my son his whole life, and I've never been apart from him. So I haven't seen my son like physically in like months, and that was it. Was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little difficult because me and my kids like glue. So it's like when I think of how the doors opened up for me, when I just think of the open doors, but God, but God.